Hey guys, Ashlane here. Today we're going to be covering Town Hall 9 attacks, and you heard that scratching. That means it's Strategy Remix Series. We're going to be talking once again about adding Earthquake to Town Hall 9 attacks. So these are going to be ground attacks for the most part here. This first attack is going to be by Frosty from Red Elite. You can see the type of bases is what we want to discuss that you're going to want to use Earthquake on, or at least these are the ones that you have the option to use Earthquake on for Town Hall 9. And it's these bases with these open spreads, these wide open areas inside the base. So it's going to be a common theme for two of the three bases I'm going to show you guys today. In this base, you'll see, if you look at the army composition, Frosty did a really smart thing here, and he's bringing 8 balloons as well. Because you can see this base, if you really plan ahead for this base and pre-plan the attack, you're going to have the main army go to the center of the base, and it's going to leave a bunch of these defensive units along the sides. So Frosty really plans well here, and he slowly trickles in some balloons on both of the sides, and these balloons are going to make their way right along the flanks of the base, allowing the center of the base to just focus on getting that town hall down, keeping the troops alive. You can see that mortar splash damage is going to go down in the west there, or the east rather. And the balloons are slowly going to make their way to the top, using the Barbarian King and all the Golemites still on the board as cover. You can see they're going to slowly make their way through the base. The balloons are still alive. This is just a really nice example of using Earthquake and also adding some balloons into an attack to just help the troops out, help keep those witches and wizards alive. You can see right now that his king has just went down, but he still hasn't even used the queen ability, and that one last balloon is just gonna go down there in the north. But he has a few wizards on the outside alive, and like I said, Frosty's still sitting on that queen's ability. You can see he's probably going to use it right when she gets close to that mortar, because that mortar could cause some issues for the rest of the raid. But instead, as kings are apt to do, the queen rather, she gets stuck on a wall there. I don't know what you guys think of the Queen AI lately, but it seems it might have gotten worse rather than better after the most recent update. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyway, moving right along here, we have an attack by Mrs. Chit. Now, you know that because of the jump radius actually increased a little bit, she could have probably used a jump where she used the Earthquake spells, but using the Earthquake spell is still nice, as it does open a little bit wider of an area, and she can make sure she gets that whole area taken out, and the golems will be able to split up a little bit, covering more of a territory. Now she uses some wall breakers to get through those side compartments there, so this is actually looking very nice. She's really setting the table nicely here with that nice wide spread of golems, and the supporting troops are going to come in from the south as well. You can see the kill squad here is going to be 4 witches and the heroes. Now this is a very popular base design. You can see I've seen this base design quite a few times now, and it's actually very effective to attack it this way with ground troops. I don't normally advocate using a GoWi or GoWipe at Town Hall 9. I'm really trying to encourage my guys to go La Lune or use Go Hogue, some hogs and whatnot. But these attacks, nevertheless can be successful if you come across these open layouts, because these ground troops, especially the witches, obviously just do really well against these open, wide bases like this. And there's going to be a third design they do really well against too, and that's going to be the third replay I send you guys right after this one finishes up. You can see there was a lava hound in the clan castle, but it was not a big issue, as he had plenty of air targeting units between those wizards and the queen on the board. Took care of those puppies, and Mrs. Chit here has plenty of units still alive. Is a very convincing 3-star victory. In fact, didn't even need the queen ability there. And the third replay is going to be another by Mrs. Chit, and this is the base that also is somewhat common in the game. This is the second time I brought you a replay on how to take care of this base, and this base is very, very effective to use Earthquake against it, as it can really, if you hold back on the Earthquake and use it towards the end, what you basically want to do is create a really nice wide spread with your troops, a nice wide spread on the golems, and then just get some witches down on the board as well as some P.E.K.K.A.s, and then you'll slowly deploy the heroes. And what's going to happen, what they're designed to do, is the troops will all go around the base. So this raid, this attack, when attacking this base, it's all primarily about patience. Just be patient here. You can see Mrs. Chit not immediately dropping those raid spells. She's making sure she places all her troops on the map here. Really a long delay on the heroes, and then finally she gets the Archer Queen down to engage that Lava Hound, help take that down. She does have a poison to help take care of the lava pups once they consolidate just a little bit here. And then she's just going to go ahead and follow. So there's the poison. A little bit misplaced, but there's plenty of firepower to take care of those puppies still on the board. Once again, hasn't used the Earthquake, has not used the Rage. Here comes the Earthquake, opens up a nice wide opening there to engage the Archer Queen, as well as get to the center there. And sitting on the 2 Rage spells, you just don't need them earlier in the raid, because the big heavy guns, the big heavy defensive weapons are all towards the center of the base, the Teslas and the X-Bows. So now she can drop the Rage spells, and now this raid is going to quickly be in the record book as a 3-star attack by Mrs. Very nice attack, and a very nice way to hit this base. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this Town Hall 9 Earthquake content as part of the Strategy Remix series. Guys, I really appreciate you guys commenting, that you're sharing this with your clanmates. That's how the channel improves and has a wider audience, and also gives me great new ideas and new raids to share. So guys, as always, thank you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, guys.